D.Va is very delicious right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Hello and welcome. I'm Stylosa and welcome to the channel. Let's talk about D.Va because she is an absolute monster right now. You're probably noticing a bit of a theme with the recent videos on the channel, especially the Soldier one where I was like, yeah, Soldier is an absolute monster because his damage output is crazy. Well, D.Va, she has been buffed. She has more survivability, more damage output, and it is just, well, I mean, it's just beautiful. So what we've got is D.Va's cool mech, so her ultimate when she's not actually in the mech. The cooldown for that has been reduced by 20%. That's just to offset the 25% global cooldown that all heroes got, so she can get back into a mech faster. Because really, you want D.Va back in her mech really most of the time. Although she's quite effective with the Bunny Blaster. This is the big thing though. The mech health has been increased to 200. It was 100, and the armor still remains at 400. So what this means is, combined, I mean, you can see it in the bottom left of the screen, she's got 600 health and armor combined. That is quite big, especially with Defense Matrix. This means she can eat a ton of projectiles. She's super, super powerful. And I mean, look at that there. You can just annihilate Reinhardt barriers. If you watch my Reinhardt video, you would have seen me talking about Reinhardt. The barriers don't last as long as they used to. Reinhardt's still good, but the barriers can be destroyed. And one of the reasons is D.Va, because D.Va is very much back in the game right now. The other big thing she's got, which increases her damage, is she can move faster when she's firing, which is actually really, really huge. Like, you can see me here, like, I'm firing and walking forward. I think, unfortunately, I do get killed at this point. Or at least I get taken out of the angle. I think I get killed. But, like, being able to just walk and push them back is, like, really, really strong. I should have probably killed that Reinhardt, but whatever. So, what we've got is D.Va is in this situation where, if you follow me on Twitter, which you should do, guys, which is @UnitLostGaming, I did say, hang on, D.Va can't be everything. She can't be DPS. She can't be a backline diving assassin style character. And she can't be a tank. But really, that's kind of what D.Va is. You see, through buffing her survivability and letting her move faster when she fires, you can dive onto people. You can get into fights and then get out of fights. You can push them away with your boost and then just sort of, you can eat projectiles as well. You can just eat a lot of, I mean, you can eat Zarya's ultimate, which is really, really powerful. She's just in a really, really good place now. And I was going to make this video and say, I think maybe she's a bit strong. But after playing her and after seeing how teams do have to deal with her, I mean, you do need a Zarya to deal with her, ideally, and things like that. I don't think she's necessarily stupidly overpowered. I think she's way better than she was before, and I think it's a bit of a shock, right? Because D.Va, you never really seen D.Va before. Yeah, she was fun, she was fine, she's got a nice little ultimate to play with, you know, and when they did change the Defense Matrix a while back, that was a nice change, because just completely deploying the Defense Matrix and having it on a timer or a cooldown was not great. The fact you can toggle it is obviously pretty good. So when that change came in and now we've got all these other changes, it's turned D.Va into a tank character that can absorb a shitload of damage because she's got 600 combined armor and health. She's also got the Defense Matrix, which can absorb a shitload of damage. And typically what you do is when you're diving onto people, you'll see me do it on this point. This is why I've decided to use this footage. But when I dive back to the middle of the control point, you'll see me use the Defense Matrix as I'm going in because I don't want to take any damage. You'll also notice as well, I think throughout this round, but I've got all of the gold medals. I definitely have at the end of this game, which is pretty funny, considering there's like top 500 DPS players and stuff, to show you how powerful that D.Va actually is, like, for me to be able to do that much damage. I think I'm not a bad D.Va player anyway, but yeah, because I'm generally quite aggressive with it, because that's how you have to play. You just go in there. Probably wasn't the best ultimate there, but I just had to get rid of it because I thought I was going to die. Bit of zone control, I guess. But let's talk about her ultimate, because you can combo this with a lot of different stuff. Like, we know Zarya has been nerf buffed. Like, Zarya is in the best position she's been in since the game began. She's just going nowhere. So what you're going to do is, she's going to Graviton, and then you're going to D.Va combo. That's just going to be an instant win. Like, nothing is going to be able to stop that. Unless Reinhardt can put his barrier in it, and somehow he can protect against it or something like that. It's just going to be pretty much an instant win. Another thing, I guess, is she's always going to be there. Like, this isn't a hero where, like, when you look at ultimate use, right, you need to look at synergies, especially with the Graviton Surge. So if we do have an ultimate we can use with the Graviton from the other tank, there's a lot of synergy, because you'll probably have a Tracer as well, or maybe you've got a McCree or a Genji or any other number of characters that can still effectively combo with the Zarya. So it makes D.Va really, really powerful. So let's just go back to what I said at the start of this video, where I was a bit like, okay, she can't be everything, right? She can't be a tank, she can't be DPS, she can't be diving the back lines. You don't necessarily play her as a tank per se. You play her as a almost, you dive onto it. You kind of do play a risk. See, this is the problem. Like, even I'm a little bit confused. You just be highly aggressive with D.Va. You don't play defensively, because the best way to be defensive with D.Va is to attack the enemy, is to jump into their face, is to say, come and attack me. You've got so much health. You don't care about taking damage. You just fly around and you do whatever you got to do. I mean, I'm taking a ton of damage there. I do get dropped out of my mech, but I was still able to take out the Zarya. Unfortunately, the rest of the team seems to be getting killed, which is not great. But she is super, super effective in pretty much any kind of team composition, because you can, like... We're in this brave new world now of a new tank meta, where before you would never take this, you wouldn't really take a D.Va and a Zarya, right? Because, yeah, that's not going to be too great, because maybe D.Va's going to eat the projectiles coming in with the defense matrix, and she's not going to charge the Zarya, and blah, 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 and all of that. You could still always combo with the Graviton, for sure. But in this situation, you probably would have a Winston. And the reason why you would have a Winston is because Winston does more damage, and Winston will kill the flankers. Whereas D.Va, she wasn't as effective. Now, she's way more effective at doing that, because D.Va can go in and she can chase them. Not for very long, but she can still move. That slight movement speed that she's got is, well, it's 25% movement speed increase when she's firing, is awesome for just tracking and finishing off those characters as they're trying to escape. So we've got this situation now where you can say, okay, instead of D.Va just not even being considered, you could now take D.Va if you want to go for that highly aggressive play. Winston is still highly aggressive, but Winston's got different attributes. Maybe you take the Winston if there was a Genji that was being particularly troublesome, or maybe you wanted some sort of more kind of like, I guess, area denial on the point. Like if you want to pop Winston's ultimate and just jump around on the point, that could be something you could do instead of taking the D.Va, because you could argue when Winston's got his primal rage, he's obviously way more durable than, well, in fact, he's just flat out way more durable than D.Va will ever be, so he could contest things longer. Or maybe you could take a Reinhardt if you want to do a slightly slower advance, or you just want to get involved in a big melee. There are a lot of different options, or even a Roadhog, but Roadhog's always kind of been in that situation. I guess what I'm trying to say is D.Va is pretty much like Roadhog now, in a way, because she can be used as and when you need to use her. Sure, you still could have done that before, but now she's just way more effective. Like before, I wouldn't have taken her with the combined 500 health and armor and the slow movement speed as she was moving. Sure, the defense matrix was okay at that point because it was still toggleable, so you could turn it on and off, but yeah, she was still not in a great position. You can see now, like, look at this here at Hanamura. This would be two Reinhardts, but now it's two D.Vas. And this to me is fucking great, because I love Reinhardt and he's still viable. I mean, you can still play loads of Reinhardt, but this now is a different dynamic to the game. That there was a battle of defense matrix, and that D.Va lost because I destroyed, well, the rest of my team obviously helped, but I played a little bit better with my defense matrix charge and was able to take them out. Do I kill anybody with this ultimate? Tell me I do. Tell me I do. Go on. No. I got my mech back, I guess. It was worth to ult there because my mech was going to get destroyed, and it was worth. So yeah, D.Va is in just... I think she's in a good place. Do I think she's going to get nerfed? Initially, you're probably going to hate me for this, guys, especially if you're D.Va players. I was like, yeah, probably she did, because she seemed a little bit crazy. But that was when we were just not used to the meta, really, because I was playing Reinhardt, and suddenly just to have a D.Va shoved into my face with a Winston or a D.Va and a Roadhog, well, my barrier was gone, especially with D.Va and Roadhog. It was just gone, and I'm like, what? This is crazy. She's doing way too much damage. But that's because I'm standing in front of her, allowing her to fire at me. When I swapped to the D.Va, as I showed you in the Reinhardt video, then it became a little bit more sort of easy to deal with. And honestly, that makes the game more interesting, because it means me, as that tank player in that game, it's not just a case of me sitting on the Reinhardt, because there was nothing really to counter Reinhardt, because if there was a Reinhardt, you needed another Reinhardt to counter that. But now you can have the Reinhardt on your team. If they've got a D.Va, well, maybe they've just countered your Reinhardt, because D.Va can eat projectiles and she can pile damage into your shield. And if they've got a Roadhog and a soldier, your barrier is going. So you better be changing your class, son. And that is like that is awesome. Like I fully believe that they wanted to do that when they brought out this update to the game, because it was getting stale in terms of what tanks were being used. Now, I'll tell you what I've been playing recently. I've been playing D.Va more than I've been playing Zarya, but I've still been playing Zarya, and I've been playing Reinhardt the most still. So I'm still playing more Reinhardt, but I am always swapping onto D.Va when it's needed, and it becomes so effective. And I'm honestly quite surprised how well the skill set kind of transferred over from me playing a lot of Reinhardt, because I think what's been helping me is I've been playing on my Smurf account and been playing a little bit more DPS orientated. So I think I've kind of got that bit of aggression back into me, where playing Reinhardt, yeah, you still need aggression, but it's more sort of strategic, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to end the video at that, guys. What I wanted to say is D.Va, I don't think she needs... I don't think she needs nerfing after playing her for a little bit. If she does get nerfed, I don't think I would be that fussed if it was nothing too major. But she seems kind of okay at the moment after I've played a number of games with her. And she's in a really great place. If you're a D.Va main and you've played her more than me, let me know what you think about these changes in the comments below. I'll be very surprised if anybody thinks it's actually negative, because D.Va is, like, you can play her now. You can totally play her. I know you could play her before, but now she's more viable than she ever was. And especially with combinations that you can do with Zarya and other kind of people. And even just using your ultimate just to deny area. It's so fantastically powerful. Alright guys, I've been Stylosa, this is Unit Lost. D.Va is delicious. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. Do leave a comment below, and if you like the video, then like the video, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Toodaloo.